Hello there, welcome to the first episode of Skirmish Division. Just wanted to note that there are some technical difficulties that we encountered, and I've tried my best to edit them together so you can enjoy it. Who knew trying to record and play a game of Necromunda would be quite the challenge. Anyways, on to the gang lists.
I'm playing as the Corpse Grinder Cult. They are a chaos gang. They are basically aligned to Khorne. They believe in blood, cutting people up. The kind of history behind them is in Necromunda. You have this thing like called bone starch. That's how they have all their food. And these guys were the people who mashed up all the bodies, and they just loved it a little too much.
Every Necromunda is recycled. The water, the air, even the bodies.
And the bodies. And so these guys are very close combat oriented. The only people who have weapons are the initiates who we have here. So my gang consists of 12 people. In this particular game, in Gunk Tank, Stephen has chosen, you can only have 7. So my gang is incredibly reduced. We've only lost 5 models and arguably lost my 5 best models. So the first 3 models we've got here are initiates. These guys have all just stub guns. Initiates start with initiate masks that make them a little bit harder to charge at, and they start with a skill which is infiltrate, which means that I'm going to have a slight advantage, well, maybe not an advantage against the Delax, but I can infiltrate in and be a bit closer to the Gunk Tank when we start. So these 3 are initiates, all with stub guns, so they're going to be the fodder.
These look a little bit more serious. Who are they?
Okay, so these guys are the cutters. They're the skinners, they're the gangers, and these guys have all got bone swords. Eventually they're going to be equipped with double weapons, which is why they've got double weapons. But for the moment, the bone sword allows them to get into combat, do a bit of parrying, and kind of just do what the Corpse Grinders are good at, just hack and slash, up close, personal. And I have one champion that has no weapons, and that's the champion that got selected. So this is that particular champion. The reason why he has no weapons is because he has the Corpse Grinder Cult icon. And so the idea behind him was he was going to sort of sit behind a forward force, and the cult icon allows him to get some extra movement. So that was the plan behind him. He's going to have to do a lot more in this match, or I'm probably going to lose him and lose my Corpse Grinder icon. But that's all my 7 guys, and I'm very worried.
I'm playing House Delac, and House Delac are these sort of spooky, secretive spies. They work with like magic powers called psycho powers, and they love the dark. They've got these big coats where they like to hide their weapons, and they work with some of the important noble houses trading in secrets. One of the neat things here is I've got a psycho, and he's got a pet. And what a pet allows you to do is they're more like a piece of gear that comes with the character. So it means that I have 7 members and 7 members deploying, but I also have this pet, which is like an 8th member. And what he can do is he acts sort of like a node for this guy's psychic power. So he will roll dice to try and do a psychic power, and wherever this guy is, wherever his beady little eye is looking, I can draw range from that character instead, rather than him. Now, normally most pets can only ever be 3 inches away. My pets can be 12. So I've got like a 12-inch range spell off a 12-inch range moving model, so that's 24-inch range. And what that spell is spatial psychosis. And spatial psychosis makes people fall over. It makes them dizzy, makes them fall over. And if they're near an edge, they might fall down. So that for a gang that's charging at me, I'm hoping they'll make them fall over a lot, like weevils or something. But I don't expect him to be too effective. All he's got is a las pistol to back him up. It was just expensive getting the worm enough. So it was just like, let's get him something cheap that can always fire. Let's use now the bread and butter of my gang are going to be sort of like my firing line. And they're sort of like in 2 sections. So I've got like 2 gangers. Let's have a look. I've got 2 gangers. They are just taking las guns. That's it. House Delac gang members. They're just there. The default guys are pretty average. A little bit quicker, and I think they might have like a better sort of like initiative or something, but overall very standard. I've given them las guns because incredibly reliable, relatively cheap, and they can just and they've got a sort of good short range, 18-inch short range with a +1 to hit. So that's just a nice. They can sit there, pouring out fire. Hopefully they can, if they don't kill someone, they don't take someone out of action, and hopefully stall them, which is as you can see, I'm trying hopefully going a lot of stalling tactics going here. The other two are one's a champion. He's not Rezic because he's from my old gang, which are a little bit more purple, but he's got a long rifle on his back there. That's why I've chosen. And then this is a new guy. He's from like an old metal Necromunda set, and I've customised it. They've both got long rifles. And what long rifles do is they can shoot far. They get a little bit harder than an Asgun, and they also have knockback. That's my firearm. Snipers and just like a general shooting group. What that leaves me now is the main money. Where I put I think half of my credits in. So it leaves I think over 500 for both of them. Oh, well, not both of them. They're like 250 each. That's what I sort of mean. So we've got my so we've got the gang leader, and I've sort of tried to make him a jack of all trades. He's sort of good. A lot of people like to do what I've seen online is give your gang leader champion loads of psychic powers because they've got like the best willpower. They've got really good willpower, which is how you cast spells. And I was like, that'd be cool, but I don't want to I'm not trying to min-max here. I'm trying to have fun. So he's equipped to the nines. He's got a plasma gun. That's my main strong weapon, my big damage dealer. He's got shock stave, which is +1 strength of attacks and can do some nifty stuff with shock and versatile. He's got also a pistol as a backup weapon, also another close combat weapon, so +1 to dice in close combat. And then he has got a psychic power called Perfect Void, which basically means that he makes himself invisible. He casts it, and it's a continuous spell, so he has to keep on casting if he wants it, where he makes himself constantly into 2+ cover save. So he could be standing at them in the open, and anyone who is firing, I think, within 12 inches of him has to give 2+ cover. So anyone with pistols or short range weapons might have to go outside those 12 inches to ignore his special cover. The other guy is my Nactical, which is sort of like a new special Delac class of warrior. And they are super close combat specialists. And I put money into him because he has a 2+ to hit on weapon skill, and he has 2 attacks, but then he's naturally strength 4, and then the weapons he can take is got what's called a phase weapon. So these weapons, these blades, are exactly called Serpent's Fangs. They're paired at starts against +1 attack, but there's also their phase. Phase ignores armor saves, both normal armor and field armor. So unless you've got a really special rule for armor, he just ignores it, and he's really good at hitting people. He's also got a special ability called From the Shadows, where there is infiltrate, and then there is from the shadows, where he basically chooses at any point in the turn to turn up anywhere. So I can wait till the last turn, deploy him anywhere I want on the board, and cause hell. That's my gang, and so I chose Gunk Tank today to specifically take advantage of the fact that I have 7 members plus 1 with my pet, and Darren has 12 to balance that out.
The mission being played today is Gunk Tank. It's a new mission from the Book of Outcast on page 94. It's a fairly standard setup that has the ability to earn a lot of credits. It also limits each gang to 7 members, evening the odds if one gang's roster is much bigger. So what is the Gunk Tank? It's a small mechanical piece of terrain that acts as a central objective. It's placed in the centre of the board, and each gang deploys on the opposing sides. You'll be wanting to run members of your gang to the Gunk Tank so they can make a siphon double action to retrieve the goods. Problem is that double action can leave a fighter exposed, and the enemy team will be sure to try and stop you. Seriously injured and dead fighters drop their gunk. If you can get a fighter off the board with a token, they score a point. Also, the last gang standing receives D3 points. The gang with the most points wins the game.
There we go. So let's get cracking. So we start with the priority phase, where both players roll. So that's I think we just roll again. So that's me going first.
Yeah.
In Necromunda, everyone gets two sort of like units of action. Some like a charge, take a double action, but most things are single action. There's a difference between simple and I think like normal actions. Where simple you can do twice, so it's like, I want to cast a spell. You can, if you fail once, you can have another go. But say shooting is basic. That's the word.
It. Yeah.
So,
You've got basic actions, double actions.
I believe I am first down because I rolled the priority.
Oh, you rolled priority. Well, I don't know why I thought I rolled priority for some weird reason.
No, you're moving first. Basic action.
Okay.
Well, with this guy, there is an action now called aim.
Yeah.
So he's going to use his long rifle, which has a 48-inch long range but a 24-inch short. He's going to make an attack against your fella down there.
Yeah.
That you can see. He can see his torso, so it's going to be -1. But aim gives him +1 to hit. So his cover -1, aim +1, negates it out. He's just going off his basic ballistic skill, which is going to be a 4+, because he is just a normal specialist guy. Actually, a long rifle isn't 24 short range +1. It's 24. It's extra 24 inches long, so it's 48 is +1.
Okay.
So it's actually +1 to hit overall.
Yeah.
Well, unless he's within 24, which he's not. So +1 to hit. So it's going to be a ballistic. It's going to be a 3+ to hit. Necromunda, you roll a d6 plus an ammo die. Ammo die have like a dice, ammo symbol on it. Weapons can jam and run out of ammo. They also, if you have like rapid fire machine gun or something that rolls a rapid fire dice, that's what the ammo dice is as well. Rapid fire means you can hit more people in one hit. So here we go. 3+ to hit. So it hits. So it goes to pinned. Weapon is 4 versus his toughness of
3.
So that means it is the strength is greater than the toughness, but it's not double, so it's a 3+ to wound. No wound. So that was his activation.
Okay.
And then we're back over to Darren's turn.
Cool. All right. So he is going to move. So he's got a movement of 5.
Yep.
Going to barely move 4. I'm just going to drop everything and ruin the whole game.
Well, at least it's not a heavy tape measure. Whippy stick does one advantage, which is it's not going to break everything it drops on.
And then he's going to just try a shot at this guy here.
Yeah, no problem. What's he? So he's declaring the shot.
He's declaring a shot. He's going to use his stub gun. It's got a long range of 12.
Yeah.
With no modifiers at long.
Yeah.
So he's within range.
Yep.
Yes. And I don't think there's any cover.
No, no cover there.
Cool.
So his ballistic skill is.
His ballistic skill is 4+.
No negative modifiers.
No negative or positive on the long range.
Nothing special to say you can wiggle. So right.
Yeah. So it misses.
So swing and a miss. Right. Yeah.
Oh. I apologise. I didn't roll an ammo. So
right. So ammo dice. So you need to make an
ammo check, which is a 4+ for a stub gun. So that is failed.
It's failed. So what it means is Darren can reload as an action.
Yeah.
So it doesn't mean the gun's useless right now, unless it has a scarcity rule. Scarce means even if you get to this point, you can't reload. It's just like, I only had the ammo in that gun. You can reload for a basic action. Oh, no, it's simple. You can do it twice.
Yeah, I mean, arguably he's not going to do that. He's going to get some gunk and get out as quickly as he can.
True.
He's just going to have to wait a turn, that's all.
Right, so it's back over to my turn. Here we go. We're going to get going now. So, right, let's have a quick old look. Oh, damn you, table. So I'm going to activate Omnimar. It's got 5-inch movement. I'm going to go. So it's going to go forward here.
Mm-hmm.
None of this window is over 5 inches. 1 inch of height, so it doesn't impede movement. And you've got to get 2+ cover save in that way. Because she made an action to move, she can't aim. So it's just going to be a shot. Lasgun has a short range of 18 inches, which is well in of.
Right.
So what I've got is a -2 modifier for cover, but a +1 for short range. So it's only -1 overall, but her ballistic skill is only, I believe, as a ganger, 4+. So it's going to take me down to a 5+. So it's going to be a 5+ to hit. So that's no hit with an ammo check, and I believe an ammo check on a lasgun is 2+. And it just makes it, which is fine. So there we go. Didn't jam. I think that's a jamming check rather than an ammo check. But yeah, the gunner hasn't jammed, and she's fine. Back to you, Darren.
Cool. Okay, so let's just activate this.
By the way, we'll probably make mistakes in the rules and some of the things. This is the first episode, the first show of the first thing. We're going to make mistakes.
So he's going to just do 1 inch to the side.
Hopefully it doesn't make too much difference in the result.
Yeah, so he's going to go 1 inch to the side and then 4 inches forward to there.
Yeah.
Cool. And then I think you can you do another move?
Yes, you can do 2 moves.
Just
and if you have set the sprint rule,
yeah,
the second move would be a double.
Cool. I don't. I don't have the sprint rule, so he's just going to move there.
Fair enough. I'm going to activate off the side. He's simply going to move 5 inches to here, 5 inches there.
Yeah, so he's going to go 3 to there, and he's going to have 7 inches of movement left. So let's plonk him.
Fair enough. I'm going to activate my champion. He's going to move less than his 5-inch movement to the edge here.
Okay.
And he's going to declare a shot against your guy down there.
Yeah.
So what you can see is him in full cover. So you can see his arm, his head, but torso, which is what really defines the difference between full and minus cover. Full and minor cover is the torso. You can see the torso. It's -1. If you can't, -2. So you can see his head and arm. That's -2. But he has what's called an infrasight. An infrasight ignores cover up to 1. So full cover becomes minus cover, minor cover becomes no cover. But there's no plus if they're out in the open. So he has an infrasight. So his cover is now only -1. He's also using a long rifle, so if he's outside of 24 inches, he'll also have another +1. But he's within 24.
Yeah.
So he doesn't get the long rifle bonus. So to add that all up, he is a phantom. 3+ to hit.
So the first thing you need to do is make a willpower check.
Oh, it's because of this guy. That's 2d6.
So this is my cutter. I've only got one of them. He has got a terrifying mask, which means that it's a willpower check to target this fighter with a fight or shoot action.
So 6+. And that's on a 10, and I pass. So he has a ballistic skill of 3, and you're only a -1 cover.
Yeah.
So that's going to be 4+ to hit. That is a hit with no ammo roll. It's also a knockback weapon. So it is 6 is greater than his toughness.
Yeah.
Okay, right. So that means if he successfully wounds, it is a damage of 2. It's a strength 4 weapon versus toughness
3.
So it's 3+ to wound. No. Well, like I said, I was hoping for a lot of ping, but pulling off 2 shots at that long range, damn. Right. Okay, that's his go done.
Let's do it around the other way. So it's going to go about 4 to there. Yeah, that's about as good as we can go again.
Also need to remember stuff like.
Okay, so now that I've activated him, I reveal his card. He has So I gave him hard training, which is when this fighter activates for the first time, reveal this card. You may immediately give this fighter one primary skill and one secondary skill of your choice. These skills last until the end of the battle.
I hope you have this determined in advance.
He has Nerves of Steel.
Yeah. Oh, which is like...
Basically, I
I
could have prevented you from pinning him. No, I could have prevented you from pinning him if you'd have activated before you shot him.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, it's one of those things. So yeah, and Nerves of Steel and Rain of Blows.
So I'm going to do group activation with my leader.
Okay.
I'll do my Psycho first. Actually, I'll do his pet first. He's just going to go up to there. Right, then my Psycho is going to activate, and he's going to try to do some psychic powers. He's going to do spatial psychosis. He's going to target this guy. He's outside of 12. And this is where now I don't try and poo bricks and do Perils of the Warp. So I have to make a willpower check to cast any spell.
Okay.
So spatial psychosis is a simple action. I can try and do this twice.
Yeah.
Choose an enemy symbol fighter within 12 inches. It is standing and not engaged.
Yeah.
Yep. That fighter becomes immediately pinned. Then obviously they can have the potential to fall. So, we need to do a willpower check.
Okay. So
Willpower. The problem is we designed a psycho class with low willpower. Well, not bad willpower. So 8+. This is why people are doing like leaders on a 5+ psychic powers. Right. So I need an 8+, which I fail. Now, damn it, I can do that again. That is a 9, so I make it. He's going to become, therefore, pinned. Yeah, if I roll a double 1 or something, I get Perils of the Warp, and I just, like, horrible stuff happens. So, alright, that's him done, but then I've obviously got my leader. Okay, I'm going to do it. He's going to aim and shoot at this guy here. He can see his torso, so it's going to be a -1 cover. And it's a 24-inch range weapon. So yeah, he's in 24 inches, but it does not get any bonus for special stuff. The only thing he gets bonus for is the aiming.
okay.
Yeah. The short inches is 12, so he's not within 12. So that's that. Okay. So there's -1 cover negated because of the aiming.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's it too. Right, so he is a free. He goes basically off his ballistic skill 3+.
Okay.
That hits. The plasma gun on low is actually rapid fire 1, so he does 3 hits. So the strength of a plasma gun on low is 5.
Okay.
Toughness 3.
Yep.
Doesn't double, so these are 3 pluses to wound. And they are damage 2 apiece. So that is 2 hits. So that's 2 hits. AP -1, damage 2 apiece.
Okay.
So any armour that he's got.
So he's got a Skinner's Mask, which is a 6+.
So ignores that, so it goes straight through to how many wounds has he got?
1.
So that's a flesh wound and
No, 2 more.
2 more. Okay. So yeah. So he becomes. So it's flesh wound, serious injury, and out of action. So the fighter is immediately removed from play.
Okay, so blacks are 10s.
Yep.
So 13.
31. Grievous injury into recovery.
Oh, so he's going to go here. And then he's going to try a shot at.
Is it this guy here?
Yeah, he's going to give it a go.
Yeah, there's no cover.
This initiate's going to shoot at this ganger here.
Yeah.
He has a stub gun. He is within 12. Your guy doesn't have any cover. His ballistic skill is 4+. See how this goes. So misses.
Yeah, fair enough.
Okay. And then I've pretty much got all actions left of mine, aren't they? So you got this one. So like that, I think, since I'm not going to be able to do anything. Cool. So then he's going to get up. he's just going to go. Eep.
Yep, your first priority token to you, sir.
Thank you.
Right.
Okay, I'm just going to siphon the Gunk Tank with this guy here.
Yep, fair enough. So that's a double action.
Yep.
And that's him activated and done. This character on the mark, she's going to aim and shoot at your Gunk Tank guy. Because your guy's pinned, isn't he? He can't.
Yep.
He doesn't distract from
Yep.
who I choose. So he's at full cover because of this.
Okay.
Covers his torso and his legs, sort of thing. Or even though there's gaps, but it's enough. So it's 18-inch short range, which she's in. So that's +1 to hit from short, +1 from aiming, which means it is there now just a ballistic test of standard what her skill is, which is BS4. So I'm not +2, -2, forced to hit. That is hit, but luckily the last one is not rapid fire. There's no special rules, it's just hits with a strength-free hit.
Okay.
Okay. It's strength-free versus toughness.
3.
So it's going to be forced to wound. Wounds. And it's damage 1, no AP.
Okay, so 6 plus saving throw.
Yep.
Okay.
So it takes...
Flesh wound. He's going to get up.
Yeah.
And he's going to reload, and because stub guns are plentiful, they don't need to roll for it.
Yeah, fair enough. What's going to happen now is it's going to be his long rifle.
Yes.
It's going to be inside 24, so he doesn't get the +1 from that, but he has his infra sight.
Yeah.
So his -1 cover is ignored.
Is ignored.
So it's going to be an aim and shoot.
Yeah.
In this instance.
Yeah.
So he's BS3, that goes up to 2, so it's 2 to hit. Hits, but I go full toughness 3, freeze to wound. That wounds.
Yeah. Oh, armor piercing?
AP -1.
Okay, so no armor save.
Yeah.
So it's one of them.
So I believe so. Prone and seriously injured fighters can crawl.
Yeah.
It's a double action, and that's it.
2 inches. He's just going to crawl away.
Yeah, fair enough. Right, I am going to do a group activation from a leader. I'll activate him first to do his psychic power.
Yeah.
So Curry Slumber. She's going to concentrate and then try and pull off the psychic power. Right. So her willpower now be on 7+. So that's nerves of power. So that's it. That's her done. Then I am going to there it is. Move Snaky Boy. 5 to here, and we've got 6-inch total. 6 to there. And that's him done. And then I've got my leader. I think it's what's that? I don't know what it's called, but it's like Hive. He like sort of lies down. So it means he won't be able to he counts as sort of like pinned.
Yeah.
But it means like I think unless you can like see him fully, you can't. He's like he's hidden.
To there. So just here.
Okay. I'm going to activate this guy.
Yeah.
He's going to aim and shoot.
Can you see him?
Ooh. Yes, he can. I will just do that guy instead. So, aim and shoot at this guy. He's in full cover. He's going to be within 24, which he is. So it's going to, I believe, just be a 5+ to hit.
Okay.
No hit.
Okay.
There you go. That's him.
So he's going to go 2 to the doorway.
Have a special mask.
No.
Oh, okay.
Well, yes, he has a mask, but it's not for shooting.
I have Opticite here.
Yes.
He's going to move back 5 inches. Well, not 5 inches.
He's going to move back, yeah.
Move back. And then that scary looking dude coming towards him, he's going to shoot.
Yeah.
So it's just the 18-inch +1.
Yeah.
No aim, so it's just +1. It's going to be, so BS4, freeze to hit. Hits, no, it's not rapid fire, so don't worry about that. It's strength 3 versus toughness.
3.
So it's forced to win. No win, he's just pinned. that's all my activations. So
Yep.
If you've got anyone left else to go, so to you.
Nope.
Okie dokie. So then we obviously change. So on a 6+, you would.
So I don't bottom.
Okay. So then we go back to a recovery test.
Cool. I've just got the one guy, which is him, Sangue. He's still down.
Yeah. Okie dokie. So we go back to priority phase. We're going to roll d6 and I'll draw what comes back to me.
Yeah.
So you keep priority.
Cool. Right. I'm going to activate a card. Okay, I'm going to activate Visions of Slaughter, so play at the start of any action phase. Until the end of this round, fighters from your gang treat the charge action as basic rather than double.
Yeah.
However, until the end of this turn, any fighter from your gang that does perform a charge has a weapon skill characteristic of -1.
Fair enough. So they're easy to get into combat, but they're not.
That's correct.
Yep, thank you.
Okay.
Right, I don't know much about the charging rules, so...
Okay, so it's movement plus d3 inches. Okay. So he gets 2 inches, so his movement is 7.
Yeah.
So he's going to be well within
of course.
to get into charge range. I think I might do it from behind, actually. So if you can go... Yeah, you can go 6 in, and then 1 in. To be fair, as long as he can get within 1 inch anyway, to be fair. So he has Berserker. As I mentioned before, Berserker gives him a +1 attack when charging. So he currently has 2 attacks.
Yeah.
He has a boning sword. So he's not going to get the benefit from 2 weapons, but he will get the benefit from charging. So he's going to have 2 dice for 2 attacks and 1 dice for charging. Okay, he's on a weapon skill 3+, which goes to a 4+ because of the card that I've got.
Yeah.
And I believe that's it. So you get reaction attacks basically if you survive this attack. Okay, so basically I'm rolling 3 dice on 4 pluses.
Yeah.
These are to hit. So 2 hits is a strength 3 weapon with against a toughness.
Toughness of 3.
Toughness of 3.
So it's 4+ to wound.
4 pluses to wound.
So that is 1 wound.
1 wound, and it's a damage 2 weapon.
And we've got a flesh wound and seriously injured.
Yeah.
So he seriously injured means I think you do a follow-up thing. Where you
So I can now do a coup de grace to take him out of action.
Yep. Which I'm guessing you do.
Yeah, cool. So he's got another action, because that was just the basic action for him. So he's literally just going to try and hide. Try anyway. Cool, and that
was him.
That was my first action. So bear in mind that rule is for all my gang for the whole of this round.
Yeah, to make my psyker and my pet.
Okay.
So the pet is going to move 6 inches to there.
Mm-hmm.
Still been 12 inches. Right, then he's going to concentrate and cast spatial psychosis on this guy here. He's within 12 inches of his psychic node. So it's a willpower check +1. Where did I put this there? So it's going to be 7+. Fail.
Alright, then what we'll do is... So he's going to come through here.
Yeah.
Basically, what he's going to do, he's going to move and charge just to guarantee that he can just get into the back of this guy.
Enough.
So basically, he won't have an action after this.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I suppose I can kind of get in. Yeah, I think that might be the better option anyway because. Yeah, if I do want to, I do get the opportunity to follow up, I can do. Okay, so this guy's got a bunch of stuff. So he's got something called Killing Blow.
Yep.
Okay, so what Killing Blow, I mean, which may be worse to be fair, instead of attacking in close combat, you make a single roll with a melee weapon, in this case it's fists. If hit, double strength and damage. No armor saves can be made. I'm not going to do his Killing Blow.
Yeah.
He's just going to attack as normal. Okay, so he's got 2 attack, which is his normal bit thing anyway, and then +1 for charging. He is strength 4.
Yep.
and he is considered unarmed.
So, how many dice, sorry?
3 dice.
3 dice, and what you say hitting?
On a 4+.
So
One hit.
And his strength is?
4.
On 3, toughness 3, so it's 3 to win. Is that wounds?
That is a wound, and it's damage 2.
Only 1 wound, so it's going to be 2 dice. And, well, out of action.
Alright.
Caramel's 10s.
Yeah.
25. Out cold, no effect. So they'll be fine for the next.
Follow up. Ooh, sorry. He's just going to basically just tuck himself underneath this for now. So he can just get himself just about there. Just try and get something.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Yeah, he's just going to aim and shoot at this guy.
Yeah, makes sense.
So outside within 24, which is O +1, the
Yeah.
aim is +1, and then -1 cover. So it's going to be just on ballistic skill.
Okay.
Where's the fire? So he's 4+ to hit. No hit. Look.
Okay. Right, so he's the last one left. He is going to. So he's going to go 5 to here, and then he's going to charge.
Yep.
The snap. Okay, so that's yeah. So he is. Oh, he's got his stub gun back. Good. Okay, so he is +1 for attack and +1 for a charge.
Yep.
And he's on a 4+ weapon skill, so that's going to be a 5+.
Yep.
What does your snake have? What does he do? Did he do?
Nothing in defense.
Nothing in defense.
Yeah.
Okay. So no hits anyway.
No hit. So he gets a reaction.
He does get a reaction.
So he has 1 attack. Ferocious Jaws is he's not paired.
So he'll need to just turn. So
Yeah.
he will be on. Don't worry about turning him, but just be aware that he can turn him. Yeah. Cool. Then
yeah. So he is so it's only 1 attack. Ferocious Jaws is just melee but not paired. So it's just 1 attack.
Yeah.
Weapon skill 4, -1 for turning.
Yeah.
So it does have rending, and I think that's where you hit roll a 6 or something.
I think. Oh, maybe might be to do with armor. Do I have rending on here? Oh, I do. +1 damage if wound roll is 6+.
Yeah, there we go. Right. So 5+ to win. 5+ to hit.
Yeah.
No hit.
No hit. That's it. You do.
You're going to activate this fella.
Or don't.
He's going to charge. He has a movement of 6.
Okay.
Plus D3.
Yeah.
So that gives you an 8, which is plenty in. Right, so he has.
Okay, so how many attacks does he have?
2 attacks base.
Okay, he gets. How many close combat weapons is he considered to have?
He's got. It's 1, but it's paired.
It's paired. Okay, so he gets 2 for his attack.
Yeah.
+1 for paired. +1 for charging.
Okay, so that's 4 attacks.
4 attacks. Okay, what's his weapon skill?
2.
Weapon skill 2+.
So that's 4 hits.
4 hits. Okay, what's the
strength +2, strength 4 base, 6 strength.
So strength 6, so which is double his toughness. So it's 2s to wound. So they're all wounds and
wounds.
In armor piercing.
Oh, I also had rending on that, and I got 1/6. It's phase.
So rending is on the to hit roll.
Oh, okay.
+1 damage if wound roll. So one of them is 2 damage.
I think this is enough anyway.
Yeah. So far you're going to do 5 damage.
5 damage, and it's phase, which ignores armor and field armor.
Okay, fine. So 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come on. Actually, I need them all to be down for him just to survive.
So
he's out. Okay, so that is power. He's out of action and he drops his Gunk Tank token.
That was his activation. Obviously, he's going to what's up to 2 inches.
Yeah.
There we go.
I mean, I think we know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
I've got to at least try. So he's going to charge. He's going to charge.
Yeah.
He's going to be within 5 anyway. So,
Yeah, of course. 1 for the charge.
1 for the charge.
2 base. No.
1 attack
Yeah.
and 1 for berserker. So. Okay, and he's on a weapon skill of 3+, and he's not affected by that rule anymore. So
2 hits.
2 hits, strength 4. 4.
Toughness 3.
Okay, so 3s. So 2 wounds.
2 wounds.
Damage
So I have
2.
So I have 4 armor saves.
Okay, minus 2.
So 6 ups. No saves made, and he has 2 wounds.
Okay, so he's done 4 damage. So
Right.
you'll be rolling 3 wound dice. I took your wound dice for some reason.
And 2 down and 1 flesh wound.
And I'm not going to consolidate. I'm just going to coup de grace.
Yeah, right. I am going to play my special card, which means he does not roll an injury dice when he goes out of action.
Yeah.
He just goes and he's like into recovery, I believe, or
Okay.
something like that.
Cool.
Yeah, he's going to activate my leader. He's going to move less than his 5 inches there.
Yeah.
And he's going to shoot your
Going to take a shot. Yeah.
proxy leader, missing a bit of his head, so -1. He's within 12, so that's +2.
Okay, so just a willpower check to start.
That is true, and it is 5+.
Cool.
Made.
On both.
Yeah. Okay, so it is overall BS +1.
BS +1.
So it's 2 to hit. Rapid fire dice. Yeah, hits with 2 hits.
Yeah.
It is strength 5 versus toughness
4. 3. Toughness 3.
Oh, because he's taking the flesh wound.
No. It's toughness 3.
Toughness 3.
Yeah.
So it's freeze to wound. Oh, that's a 5.
That was the wrong kind of dice.
That's 1 wound.
1
1
wound.
wound. Damage 2.
Damage 2. Okay.
AP -1.
AP -1. Okay, so he's getting a 6+ armor save. Nope. And damage 2, so he will be taking a wound. Flesh wound.
Because he was hit at least. There we go. Oh, look at that delicate work. There we go. Oh,
Yeah, I mean, it's because you said it, that's
yeah,
why.
I know.
To this line.
Yeah, okay, right. And then we've got, I'm going to use this guy.
Mhm.
He's going to fire at, actually, I'm actually going to activate him
Yeah.
with the snake.
Yeah.
I'm going to activate the snake first, and he's going to engage in close combat.
Okay.
So he is just, it's 1 dice.
Yeah.
Weapon skill 4+.
Okay.
Okay.
No. Okay, so I get a reaction.
Yeah.
1 dice. Where is it? It's Asia. 5, which is hit. Sorry, it's a 4+. I've meant to declare.
Yeah.
So it's 4+ to hit. So that's a hit. It is
Strength, toughness 3.
toughness 3, strength 4+. So it's a wound.
Yeah. He is flesh wounded.
Okay. I'm going to play Whirlwind of Blows. Play when activating a fighter in your gang that is standing and engaged.
Yeah.
So I'm going to play with that one. For the duration of this fighter's activation, increase their attacks characteristic by 1 for each enemy fighter they're engaged with. So just 1.
+1 attack. Yeah.
Plus 1 attack, yeah. I don't feel like I'm going to really get into it with anybody else at the moment. So, okay, so he's got 2 attacks.
Yeah.
Okay. So 2 hits.
Yeah.
Sorry. So it's ballistic skills 4+. So 2 hits.
Yeah.
Sorry, I meant to declare. Okay, strength 3, toughness 3, force to wound. So 2 wounds. The 6 doesn't mean anything for my particular weapon,
Yeah,
so
I
it's
think
just
even with flesh wounds, it would take him down to what's it call it?
he's out
That's
anyway.
out,
It's
yeah.
cool. What it does mean is I can consolidate him.
Yeah.
Did he activate as well? When
He
the
does activate. Oh yeah. So yeah. Sorry. Let's just say I'm not going to shoot into that combat. I'll just
okay.
say,
Yeah, sorry, I just realised.
So he's going to just shoot into this guy at short range.
Okay.
I would say -2 cover, +1 for short.
Okay.
Ballistic skill is 5, so that's a 6 to hit. So hits.
Okay.
It is a strength 3 weapon against toughness
3.
3. So 4 to wound. No wound, but he is pinned.
Okay. Oh yeah, he's bent.
And then he is going to move. What's his movement? 6. Move 6 to there.
Cool. So he's just going to consolidate under there.
Yep.
Okay.
Aim and shoot with this guy at your cutter. He is. His legs are obscured, so it's -1, +1 for the aim, so it's just going to go, I think, inside 24, so it's just off ballistic skill, which is 4 plus to hit.
Okay.
4 plus to hit. No hits.
No.
And back to you.
Okay. Slowly. You okay?
Okay, I'm going to aim and shoot with this guy at him.
Yeah.
His arm's obscured by this barrier.
Yeah.
He's gone in for a sight, so it is -1 cover anyway. So coverage is ignored. It's +1 with the aim.
Okay.
He's BS3.
So 2 to hit.
2 to hit.
Hit.
The hit's not back the weapon. So it's 6 versus.
It's toughness not 6.
Yeah.
So he's going to go back 1.
He's going to hit that base. It's a damage 2 now. So it is strength 4 versus toughness
3.
3. So that's 3 to wound. Wounds at 2 damage.
Armor piercing.
Armor piercing -1.
Okay. So he's going to take. So he's down.
Yep. And I think that is all my actions.
Okay, so just this guy then. So this is 2.5 up, so this is 5 movement.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. Right. Okay. So is that all actions done?
Yes.
Right. So then it is nerve tests.
Okay.
I've got now. I have to roll because I'm on -3.
Yeah. So you have
plus 3.
So you have priority. So you roll first.
Yeah. So it's. I started with 7. I have a threshold of 8. Actually, yeah. Started with 7 +1 because of the nervous iron wheel.
Yeah.
So it is 3 plus 2 on fine.
Okay. So started with 7. I've got 4 down.
Yeah.
So I'm fine.
Right. Then it is over to priority.
Okay.
There we go for it. And
yes.
It's a draw. Over to you.
There you
All good.
Okay. I'm going to charge.
Yep.
He's going to be within 5 anyway.
Yeah,
So even if I rolled a 1, he's going to be fine. Ooh, don't know how to do it. Oh, well, let's just get rid of your bloody leaders. Stupid thing. A little bit. Okay, so, alright. So, 2 attacks plus a charge. Weapon skill is 3 plus.
Yep.
So, 3 hits.
Yep.
Okay.
Toughness 3.
Toughness 3, strength 4. So, 3's to wound.
Yep.
So, 2 wounds.
Yep.
Damage 2.
Okay, so he's got 2 wounds. That's rolling 2.
So, 3.
Out of action.
Ooh. You'll do.
Okey-dokey.
Aim and shoot
with this guy.
Yeah.
It's going to be. I have to do a willpower test.
Is there any cover from the length of the platform at all? Can you see anything?
Actually, there will be now. Just his toe.
Just his feet.
Feet,
A 1.
-1 +1.
Plus 1 from the
Make
aim.
a willpower check.
Yes, a willpower check for him.
So it is willpower 7 plus. Not made.
No. I think I'm just going to charge him up to him here. So it's going to come Okay, so he kind of needs 2 inches to sort of, I would say, to sort of get up here and charge him up there.
Yeah.
Okay, so if this needs to be a 3+.
Yep.
No, so he doesn't charge.
Okay, fair enough. That's going to make his action much simpler. It's going to move to here.
Yeah.
And shoot. There's no cover from that angle.
Okay.
So he is a +1 short range. Ballistic skill is 5. The +1 is 4. So it is going to be 4 to hit.
Yeah.
It hits. It's no rapid fire. Strength 3 versus toughness.
3.
So it's 4 to wound. It wounds on a 6.
Okay, armor piercing.
No AP.
No AP. Okay, he has got flak armor. Okay, flak armor is a 6+ +1 for his mask. So it's a 5+.
Right.
Hey, you make a blind bit of difference. So he wounded, yes.
Yeah.
He's dead.
Well, he's out of action. Then you roll to see what happens to him.
Yeah, do blacks as 10s.
Mm-hmm.
44.
I think that's just straight into recovery. Let me just check.
He's going to go. Yeah, it's about 2 inches.
He's going to shoot no aim. So he's going to do willpower check first of 6+.
Yeah.
No, do it again. No.
How come he can re-roll his willpower?
He doesn't. Remember you
Oh,
said that.
yes, you were absolutely right. You didn't aim. Yes, right, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have anyone else left to activate?
That's it.
That is okay, cool. And then he is. So he's just going to get up and he's just going to move as close as he can to that thing. Where's 5 from there? It's like sort of the corner of there. That's it. Yeah. That's fine. Just so we can kind of go up the ladder for next go.
All right. So that's round.
Yeah.
So first it's a nerve test. So I am. It's 4 + 6. So I'm going to bottle next turn.
Okay.
And then
okay. Yep.
Yours is 1, 2, 3,
4, 5. So basically, I need a 1 again.
Yep.
No.
Right. So you also start to.
We'll start to flee.
Take bottle tests.
Yeah.
Then we need to do recovery rolls for those 2.
Okay. So flesh wound. Ooh, he gets up.
So yeah, we roll for crime. I'll start with my champion.
Yeah.
He's got a call of 6.
Okay.
He fails. So I think he.
So I'll do my champion as well. 6. Passed.
Yep. Then Kyrie, who is on a 7. Passed.
Yeah, 7+. So that's cool.
Yep.
Right. So that guy who's over there.
Yep.
7. Failed.
Yep.
Oh.
And then I've got Spiritus here. He's on a 6. So he passes.
Passed.
Okie dokie. So I'm first, I believe. So his first action is he's going to do a willpower check 8+, which he fails. So then she is going to simply just move. I think 1 to the stairs. We consider it free. Free.
3 if it's straight movement, but 2.5 if you're doing your thing, because that's considered to be 5 then.
Yeah. So it's going to be 4 out of 6. And then number 2 there. So that was her turn. Eugene.
No, not yet. Actually, we'll leave him there for now. Let's move the leader. Actually. My leader's going to move 5 to the stairs. I say leader, just not things. That's it.
I'm going to move this guy.
Yep.
He's going to move. What's his movement? 5. This 5 gets him to there.
Yep.
You can see your leader. He's in full cover, but he has a stud gun. Stud gun, short range is 6, which he's in, gives him a +2.
Okay.
So that negates the full cover.
So willpower check.
made.
Yep.
It is just going on his ballistic skill, 4+. Hits. No rapid fire on a stub gun. Strength 3 versus toughness.
4.
Yep. So it's going to be 5 to wound.
Yep.
Wounds.
Okay. So he's down.
Right. I said this once before I did it.
Cool. And then he's just going to get up and stand next to the gun.
That is round.
Yep.
So it is no longer roll at bottle.
No longer fleeing.
It's just test when people are down.
So he gets up
So
with
he's
flesh.
flesh wounded.
To be fair, actually, he wasn't a 4, he was a 3 because he's been flesh wounded once before, so apologies for that.
So he's on,
now on 2.
Toughness 2. Okay. Right, so then we go over to priority test.
Yep.
So it's over to you.
Picking up the gunk token
Yep.
and running away. Oh, he's going to pin himself.
Yeah, you can do that where it's like you're hidden.
Yep.
You can make your move and then pin. Because it's like
I just don't think I can get anywhere where that's going to matter.
Right.
Whereas actually, he's covered there. Do you know what I mean?
Fair
He's
enough.
completely covered. So.
Still do psychic power, which is an 8.
Yep.
Which fails. And then she's got to
Run away.
run away. Yep.
Okay, so I'm going to try and charge, which you're 6 away. I've got a 5 movement. I'm pretty sure I've got to do another inch from there. So I need 2 inches to get to you.
Yeah.
So 3+. Yes, 3 inches. So I'm going to charge into the running away one. That's it. Okay, so 3 attack dice at 3+.
So 2 hits
2 hits. Strength 4.
versus toughness 3.
So 2 wounds.
2 wounds, no armor.
Okay, so then that's 2, 3. Oh, how much? Oh, how many wounds? 2 wounds. So 3.
1.
So 1 wound. So
yeah,
yeah.
it'll be 3. All down, so you're going to coup de
I
grace.
will coup de grace. Yeah. Okay, so your last guy.
Yeah, he's just simply going to
Take a shot.
move to the ledge where there's no cover.
Yeah.
Take a shot with a stub gun.
Yeah.
Obviously, he needs to do the willpower check. 7 for him.
Yeah.
You math passes.
Yes.
It is 2+ to hit, no cover.
Okay.
So it is 4s to 2s. 1 hit because it's not rapid fire.
Okay.
Strength 3 versus toughness 2.
2.
2's to wound. Wounds.
Okay, so he gets some armor this time. Right. So he has plate armor. Plate armor is 5+ from the front. So it's 6+ plus 1 for his mask is 5+. What's your armor piercing?
Stub guns, no AP.
No AP. Okay, so
Don't worry, just roll.
okay, 5+. Doesn't look like it. Oh, it teased. Oh, it is. It teased the 3, but it did go to a 5 eventually.
Okay.
So I made it
pinned.
jump. He is still pinned.
Yeah. So it's just over to priority.
Okay.
And I
We
win.
win.
Yeah. Okay.
And now it's you to roll for
Willpower.
willpower.
So it's willpower of 7. You pass it.
Okay, so we've got a willpower of 6 for my champion. Is failed.
Yeah.
And a willpower of 7 for my other guy. Is failed. So you have what a person left on the battlefield. So you get D3 Gunk Tank tokens.
D3 times 10.
Yes.
So I get 2 Gunk Tank tokens.
So you win.
Yeah. So yeah. So yeah, I win. Said finish in marching.